Nah,
like
it's not even. It's so fucked. It is like, okay, Burb, I got a question for you. Is Burb even here? Beta.
I am.
Okay, Burb. I'll ask Beta in a second. But both of you, do you guys know who Boogie2988 is?
Yes.
Mike Curran. So,
okay. Before he starts, I'm gonna preface this with, I really miss when Boogie was just the fucking, where's my goddamn Mountain Dew? Let me smell your breath. I miss when he was that guy.
So, for people unaware, alright, Boogie2988 has had a bit of a bit of an oopsie lately. So first of all, I don't know, Burb, how in tune with all this you are. Same for you, Beta. This is kind of like, I wouldn't really call Boogie niche, but I wouldn't call Boogie, like, necessarily mainstream either, if that makes sense. Like, he's kind of, like, in an odd spot in the middle. Like, he's a pretty well-known lolcow. Like, I'd say probably across, like, the entirety of the internet, he's, like, a super well-known lolcow, like, all over the world. So, recently, the Bookster decided it was a good idea. I don't fucking know why he did this. I don't know why he thought this was fucking intelligent. To run a crypto scam. And during said crypto scam, one of his main reasons for running the scam was he said that he had cancer. And theoretically, all the bills and whatnot would be going to pay for his cancer medication and stuff, right? That was his excuse. The coin was called Fatty Coin. It literally dropped on a pump and dump website. I'm not even joking. It was just a blatant scam. So he outright just released a crypto scam, essentially, and tried to scam his audience. And he made lots of excuses. He said, like, there's no way my audience is buying this. Which, I kind of understand that, but there's also going to be an overlap between people in your audience and crypto bros. So no matter what, there's a potential that you're scamming people in your audience. He launched this coin. Got $10,000 to launch it, which, by the way, I don't know who the fuck's paying Boogie $10,000 to advertise something in this day and age. But Boogie gets this thing, launches it, blah, 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 gets to 10K, and his excuse, this is important later, is that he needs some money for medical bills. He's dying. Now, I have to preface this with, the whole joke on the internet is Boogie is dying every day. He says he's dying every day for the last, like, decade. He's still very much alive. He's not dying. So he's, that alone, I don't even, he's not exactly the most reliable of narrators when it comes to all this shit. So I follow, because I've been following Boogie and Wings Redemption and all them for a while. I don't know if you guys remember, Boogie and Wings had a boxing match, which kind of helped them both gain some relevancy. It's also gonna come into play later. So they, Christ, I don't even begin with this. They were on stream, all of them. And it's a 4.5 hour stream. We're not gonna watch all of it, but I'm gonna put some of it on screen. I don't have any timestamps, because frankly, you don't even need them, because the entire stream is Boogie deflecting and denying for 3.5 hours, even though he is so fucking obviously guilty of this. The idea here, right, is that we all think that Boogie might be faking his cancer. That's kind of been like the general consensus across the internet.
My favorite part is the part where he's like, "Oh, you won't show us your medical record, but you'll get naked on stream," and then he takes off his shirt.
And he proceeds to get naked.
And then Medicare screams, "Show us your dick! Go on, show us your dick!" Dude, that's that Medicare guy that I've talked about before, who I fucking love. That's him. He just starts screaming. We'll get to that, okay? We gotta get this one step at a time, okay? I got a first show where Destiny of all people came on, the cuckold himself.
What's crazy is when you get schooled by Destiny, you know you're doing something wrong because Destiny is a piece of garbage.
So
too.
I will say I don't think Destiny's a piece of garbage. I just disagree with him.
I think he's a fucking idiot.
I disagree with him on a lot of stuff, but I don't think he's a garbage, and he is actually the only debate I've actually seen him do that genuinely bad is when he debated Medicare years ago, when Medicare just fucking wiped the floor with him. Generally speaking, he's actually a pretty good debater, even if I disagree with him. Because that's what he does for like a living. Like he actually does like genuine political debates and shit. So props to him for that. But he came in. Let me make sure I have this here because I want to show this on stream so people can see how fucking crazy this is. Let me see. Also, it's crazy when Keemstar and like Wings of Redemption are in the right compared to you. Like, if you're making Keemstar look like a good person.
My favorite tweet and quote in general on the internet is from Ninja Fortnite himself, which just Keemstar is a bald retard.
Hey, to be fair, that's not wrong.
It is entirely truthful in every possible world.
So
somehow Keemstar is not the dumbest one there.
So Destiny comes on stream, and I'm just gonna let this play out. I'll pause it off and on. For those of you who want to watch this, you can tune into my stream, who are in voice chat. You're gonna be a couple seconds behind, but I'm gonna let this play out because I think it's super to set the scene here. Because really, Destiny lays it out like the starting of it, but Medicare and Mutahar really like push in how stupid this situation is. So we're just gonna let it play out.
Don't worry about it. You can say whatever you want, and it's gonna be like we said it. All right, are we good to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
We're good.
So Destiny, this is during Locale Live, and I'm so glad I follow this podcast because I got to see this live happening.
Okay.
Or I don't think it was live. I think it was like at work that night. So I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 hours after it all happened. And this was, I listened to this on repeat all night. 4.5 hour stream, so I listened to it twice basically. But I was just in fucking shock listening to this.
Boogie2988, you are being confronted tonight.
Go ahead.
I am 99% sure that you are faking.
No, don't move.
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
Which is, again, big internet creators like faking illnesses. It does happen. But cancer, of all things, is a fucking crazy thing to fake. Especially when you just ran a crypto scam supposedly paying for cancer bills. Like, that's... You gotta be some special form of acoustic to try to fucking do that.
Okay, let's hear that.
Let's hear that.
Did the doctor ever tell you, or did he ever say the word cancer?
He said polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer.
Tisilla actually also posted the video after that.
I did see that. I heard it was bad for Boogie. I heard it made him look even worse.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard that CoffeeZilla was actually pretty charitable with him originally. The other reason why the stream happened is because CoffeeZilla said that Boogie, like, he had audio recording of Boogie saying Keemstar wasn't paying him. Which is a load of shit. Keemstar's always been really open. Like, again, say what you will about Keemstar. I think he has gotten a bit better in recent years. He's still not my cup of tea all the time in terms of his content.
The quote is a quote for a reason.
yeah, exactly. What Bird said. But, like, he does pay his employees. Like, that is something he does do. And he does, and this is something else that's important, he does associate with the Happy Punch Studios stuff, which, the boxing thing. Now, if Boogie had cancer 2 years ago, there is no fucking shot he would have been allowed to fucking box in a ring. Just putting that out there. That's fucking cuckoo. That's insane. But regardless, I'll let Destiny make his claims here.
As he explained it to me. And no, it is not secondary.
Also, for reference, to those of you not listening to the stream, or not like directly listening to the video, who can't hear the video super well, Destiny just asked, did your doctor ever say cancer? And Boogie's basically saying no.
Polycythemia, which is Nicholas Diorio's explanation for this bullshit.
So I think it is secondary polycythemia.
Well, then
Can you
why would he
explain?
call it? Why would he call it
Mike
polycythemia vera?
Tyson
Why would he tell me
versus
that I have
Boogie?
hormone markers
Boogie would
in my
die.
blood that tells me I have polycythemia vera?
Well, it
Why
is
does
true
he
that
order
Boogie
a
would die. I
bone-
believe he would make it to the second round.
I don't know. Have you seen
No
seen him
further.
fight? I don't think so.
Fucking video play!
marrow
I am on time.
biopsy
For
to confirm
once.
it.
1 second, we're talking about Boogie's
Well,
fight.
if you
No.
ordered a bone
Full twice.
marrow biopsy to confirm it, it would be
Cases
weird
breast
that you
milk?
told us that you already had a diagnosis and a confirmation.
Because the markers are in
What?
my blood. The hormone markers are in my blood, Destin.
So, Spy, right now we're watching a video because Boogie just came out and basically admitted to faking cancer. Which is...
I thought you were gonna say something infinitely more crazy, and instead he came out of the closet.
Well, no, he's always been pretty open about being gay. Like, 5 or 6 years ago on a stream, he said he talked about, like, trying to fuck furries or something along those lines. So, that's not, like, anything. He's been, like, a raging... He's a fucking degenerate, I'm gonna be honest with you. But that's honestly the least of the issues. When Spy, he ran a $10,000 crypto scam to pay for cancer bills, supposedly.
You've told me about this before.
Yeah. Well, this all happened literally about, like, a day and a half ago. And, it comes out that, you know, maybe not. I'm gonna play this out, and then we'll get on in our archive, so shut up.
Correct. But you said that you'd received the diagnosis, but now you just told me you
Surprise,
got
surprise, I
a
don't have
bone marrow
cancer.
biopsy.
It's a
For the
diagnosis,
last
and now we're
5, 6
confirming.
years.
It's called a
Sure.
confirmation. The hormone markers are already in my blood.
Yep.
And
So I
we
think
are
what's happened
confirming
is
Not a
it with
good
the
sign.
biopsy
This
because
could
I'm wanting
even
to do
display my
that
pain.
because I'm praying to God I don't fucking have cancer.
He doesn't care.
That
So-
can't be good.
No, that's not good. So Boogie in this clip is saying that he's trying to get confirmation that he has cancer, which is, again, not what he was claiming before. Before he was claiming that, yes, I just have cancer, and it's been confirmed that I have cancer. Again, watching this entire thing is just crazy, because he constantly has, like... He swaps between multiple stories. On multiple occasions. I'm gonna swap to what I think just proves this, though. Because I don't think we need to talk too long on this. This is what I think just sells it. So Medicare comes on. And Medicare he's like a super well-known internet commentator. He still pulls he actually has cancer. And is like actually dying. So he's pretty pissed off when Boogie did this originally. But he kind of came on the stream. He was pretty, I'll say he's pretty nice to Boogie. A lot nicer than I would have been. Give me one moment.
It's a little different from being accused of faking cancer.
So
There's something fucking.
Medicare here and a bunch of other people are all asking Boogie now because he's claiming that he has, you know, cancer or whatever, to show his medical records. Because it wouldn't be hard for him to do. They said he could even just show it to somebody in the voice chat and not show it publicly. Very easy thing to prove. He would just need to show, they would just need to show...
Receipts, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just some fucking receipts. Just some goddamn fucking receipts. And he just won't do it! He just won't fucking do it! And what's crazy is they offer to give him $85,000 to show the receipts. And Boogie still refuses. Mudahar throws in, I think, $50K. Turkey Tom says he'll throw in $5K. Somebody else says they'll do $15K if all he does is show Keemstar the document showing that he has cancer. And Boogie fucking refuses. This is the man. Okay, this is what I think sells it. I think this is what Medicare says as well. I was gonna play this so you can fucking hear it, because I think Medicare's on the ball with this. I think he's completely correct in that something is... If Boogie, who was willing to scam his audience for $10,000 for supposed medical bills, is turning down $85K, which is supposedly half of his mortgage, something isn't right here. He's gotta be lying about it. This is like a Matt Jarbo boulder hunt situation again. For those of you who don't know about that, that's a whole other thing. But that's what it makes me think of, is some guy who just came on, lied and lied and lied and lied for hours, didn't have any proof, and then when he finally showed proof, he was outed to be a fucking liar.
Records. You've got the opportunity to do the exact same thing right now.
So this
on
is
his
what
own
Medicare's
turf.
saying.
No, I'm good.
This makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it probably doesn't.
Don't you want to take care of Desi?
So the other thing that's fucked up is Boogie is married to like a 21-year-old. Boogie's 50-something or whatever. Like,
Ooh.
now again, look, it's their life, they can choose what they want, but here's my problem. Boogie is saying that he could die at any point, right? Now and maybe this is kind of an old way of thinking, as like a man in a relationship, if I was on my way out, my first priority would be making sure that my wife or my significant other has as much money as possible, so that way when I'm gone, they have, like, kind of a bed to fall onto. Like,
I'd be the wife.
Right, there's something there to take care of,
Yeah.
burial and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Expenses and all that kind of shit. Make
yeah,
sure they can
exactly.
get back on their feet.
Our affairs are in order, and they can take care of
Exactly.
themselves. And that's
Oh,
why...
you also flip. You're keeping something out from this. Boogie doesn't have a rational fucking thought in his head.
No, and that's the well, I don't know, man. I think that he would take $85,000 to show a piece of paper if he actually had it.
Well,
If he
that's-
actually had it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the problem. Is it's not really rational. It's not the lack of rational thought. It's he already knows whichever way he goes. If he sits here and refuses to show the medical documents and proves he has it, then he's gonna get dogpiled on. And if he admits, okay, well, they're not I don't have the document, and he's gonna get dogpiled on. He knows no matter what, he is fucked.
Well, and Keemstar actually, I think, has the best theory where... So, the thing that Boogie has... I think it could lead to cancer in 20 years. That's what I understand, at least.
It's, from what I've read
What?
about
The
is it's-
fatal diagnosis known as living?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
It's like some form of long-term blood cancer.
It's called-
so it's one of the best cancers you can be diagnosed with because it has an average lifespan of like 70-something years.
Yeah, somebody also made the joke here that, after a diagnosis, you usually have about 20 years. The average lifespan for an American male is 76. So that means that Boogie's age should be dying, I think, at 77. So technically speaking, the cancer would be adding a year to his lifespan.
Not with that obesity, he isn't.
No, fuck, dude, if he lives to be 70, I'll be mad. I'm gonna be honest with you. He should not live to be 70. There's no fucking way. Like, that's crazy.
With his lifestyle? Fuck no.
No. But again, my whole thing with this, and this is where I'm suspicious, and where Medicare gets suspicious as well, is if somebody's literally here, and Mudar would pay. Like, Mudar has done this before, where he'll say, I will pay you X amount if you do something, and he has paid people out before. That has happened. So, like, it's not like these people are lying. Like, they would do it. And not only that, let's even step away from the money argument for a second. Boogie would make every single person questioning him like on this, look like a giant fucking asshole. Myself included.
Oh,
I would have
100%.
to eat crow. Same for Charlie, like Moist Critical, who's also criticized Boogie the same thing.
Well, for some reason, Boogie fucking hates
He hates Jackson Clark.
It's so fucking funny.
Dude, he just Jackson
so
Clark
funny.
name like a fucking slur like 80 times on this fucking stream.
The amount of times he said Jackson Clark's name, when I don't even think Jackson Clark has done anything to him.
Fun fact, by the way, I actually...
He did with the Jackson Clark on that fucking podcast so many times. They ask him who Jackson Clark
Yeah.
is, and he doesn't
And he
answer.
doesn't. Well, because he knows that if they did, it would not look good. Because Jackson Clark has been calling out Boogie for so long now.
No, he tried saying at one point, he goes, I don't know if it's an alias or something.
I don't even know.
Alias.
dude. Oh, fuck. So,
Like, how does it? I gotta wonder how it feels to know the whole fucking internet is just laughing at you.
Well, and so the thing is, you'll see the end result of this is he deletes his Twitter and he leaves the stream. So supposedly Boogie2988 is actually gonna leave the internet. I guarantee
I'll be back
Sure.
in a minute.
he's gonna crawl
Bullshit.
back. Yeah, exactly. Well, fun fact, I was actually talking with Wings Redemption in DMs on Twitter about potentially getting on this podcast eventually. And right now, I'm kind of glad I'm not, because, like...
You be catching some fucking strays.
I think I'm good, man. I don't want anything to do with Boogie.
The strays you be catching, my man, it will make the shit that Shadow catches on a regular basis look like
Like,
child's
I
play.
think well, to be fair, I just wanted to go on to call Boogie a fat retard. Like, that's actually why I just wanted to go on, because I fucking hate Boogie. I'm not even joking, that's why I
You
wanted to
missed
go
the
on.
opportunity.
No, I can do it here, and I can do it with all you guys instead.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
he doesn't hear it. It'd be satisfying if you could say.
Well,
it.
supposedly he won't hear any of it anymore because he's leaving the internet. So I don't know,
He'll be back in a week.
dude. Well, every episode, I think it's every
Oh, shit.
Tuesday, they film
Oh,
Locale
shit.
Live. So I think he's gonna be crawling back for
I'm
his
gonna go
paycheck.
fucking insane when he comes back in a week and gets on screen with the ukulele.
Nah, he's gonna.
Toxic
Dude, it's so.
God, that's a
You know
callback.
what's so fucking weird about him? He had his little 21-year-old girlfriend dress up in like a skimpy outfit to like and sit on his lap like he was like a big pimp to like show out the fucking the crypto coin that he was trying to do. It's really fucking weird.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be so fucking for real right now. That woman is not with him because she loves him.
Listen.
Nope, she's waiting on his fat ass to fucking keel over.
I've heard it's a good relationship.
It's not. I don't believe it.
I doubt it.
I do not believe it.
She ride or dies him constantly. Like, even on the stream, Boogie says... So, Boogie, the other thing is Boogie's renowned for, like, suicide baiting. On the stream, he over and over again says, it's not gonna be a problem, I won't be here. So he's, like, suicide baiting the entire time. Talking about how he's gonna sell his house and all this other shit. And they bring his girlfriend... they bring his girlfriend in, and they tell his girlfriend, and he says, I have to stand by his decision if he wants to sell the house. And it's like... Where are you gonna live? The fucking gutter like a rat? Like, what do you mean?
Not even that, but if your partner is talking about suicide.
She didn't hear that part. She only heard him talk about selling all the stuff and yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Do
like
it.
if you
Do it.
if you know obviously if she's married to him, she knows if he has like depression or something like that, and he has like wanted to commit suicide. And that's one of the big things you should, like, if someone starts talking about selling all their things, that's a big red flag.
Okay, so I'm gonna go a step further, and then maybe this is me being a dick.
Red flags.
This is
Get your red flags
no,
here.
I'm gonna do it. This is me being a dick. He's not gonna do it. He's full of shit. He's a detention.
No, because him as a person, I don't know much about Boogie, but from the things I've seen and from what I've watched of this, because I've literally sat at lunch and watched like a good half an hour, 45 minutes total of this fucking episode, like, he's not gonna do it. I'm just saying, if you know your partner has like mental illness of some sort and they start trying to sell all their stuff or talk about selling all their stuff, that's a really big red flag, and you should probably, even if you don't hear that they're saying how they're not going to be here anymore or they're going to kill themselves, if you don't hear that, like, if Flip heard me start getting ready to like sell all my things,
I'd be concerned.
Yeah, like, he'd be concerned.
Yeah,
like, it's a
Yeah,
huge
put you on
red flag.
fucking suicide watch.
That's how I can tell that this woman is not with him because she loves him.
I don't know. I tried to comment.
I ain't saying
too
she's a
much.
gold digger.
I tried to comment too much with the relationship,
Something N-word.
but
She ain't messing with no.
Alright, I'm gonna play this out because I want people to understand, because Medicruz does the exact same thing I just did, where it's like, what the fuck do you mean you're not gonna take the $80,000 to show a piece of paper? And not only that, to not let show a piece of paper, they said he could redact a doctor's name, he could just show it to Keemstar, he doesn't have to show it on stream. Like, and he just can say, nope, I won't do it.
I promise you I plan to. I promise
how
you
you
I
gonna
plan
do
to.
that if you're not on the internet and just running away?
This is them
You can't
talking
do
about
plans
how he's
both
gonna take
ways.
care of Desi.
You'll see.
And he just says,
What
you'll
are you gonna
see.
see? You're gonna go like cut tickets at the local
Hold on.
movie theater?
Some ordinary gamers
this
will
part here.
also put $10,000 towards it.
Jesus.
Make it 100. Make it 1 million.
If
I'm
you
good.
have cancer, if you prove that you have
This
cancer.
is
Make it 100,
bullshit.
make
No,
it
no,
100.
no, no, no. No, you got 25K sitting on the table. There's something fucky going on here.
And Medicare there says there's 25K sitting on the table, and that number goes up. At the end of the stream, it's at 80-something thousand.
Jesus.
Like, so that number goes up. I'm gonna really, I gotta show the clip of him getting naked. Let me make sure there's no.
No, don't do that,
Why?
please. Don't
He
scar your
doesn't.
fucking
There's no.
viewership, you
There's
bastard.
no dick. There's no dick.
Oh my god.
Okay, we don't need to see land whale.
Because it's not reality. Because it's not
But-
reality.
We don't need to see land
He
whale.
gets.
Show them
He
reality.
gets so
Fuck
mad.
you. No.
And just a show
I
fuck
want
It's
you.
not a narrative.
With one goddamn shred of privacy. That's it.
So his excuse is it's for privacy. He doesn't want to show his medical documents for privacy. This is the man who's shown his asshole to the entire internet, by the way.
Good. I'm good.
So your shred of privacy
Why'd you have to
is
bring that
this,
up? Why'd you
not
have to
being
remind us of
naked
that
on
shit?
Film, not talking about fucking whores.
Yeah,
not
I'll get
talking
naked
about
right
being
now.
bankrupt.
I'll get naked.
There he
right
goes.
now.
There he goes.
Take it off.
There
Take
he
it
goes.
off.
Darn, she blows.
If we're gonna do a meltdown, if we're gonna do a meltdown, go for it. Go all the way.
I don't give a fuck about being
Go all the
naked.
way, buddy. Show us your dick.
Yeah, keep it back.
May the well of come
I
bring
love.
us sugar and
I
tea
just
and
love
rum.
Medicare in the background. Show us your dick. Just fucking screaming at the top of his lungs. God, this is such a fucking crazy stream. So it just keeps going. It just goes like this for hours. Just hours of this, of him deflecting and lying and saying all these excuses. It's absurd. And Medicare's completely right. Like, if you have $80,000, and again, by the time the stream's over, unironically, the total is like 80K. Hi, Vegeta. We're talking about Boogie faking cancer. Like, it's fucking crazy. None of this makes sense. None of it makes sense. And again, Boogie's a hypothetical liar. Or hypothetical? Hypothetical?
No, pathological.
Hypothetical. Pathological liar. So I get it. But, like, I don't know, man. The entire situation is just so fucking
I was
weird.
say there's no hypothetical about this
Going
shit.
to-
It is
Guys,
clear
There were
cut,
those who
black
buy
and
you the
white.
book. That's what I said in the initial video.
Yeah.
Remember, but whatever.
Guys, I'm gonna leave. If you guys want to.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, it goes for so long. I mean, again, the stream is 4 hours long. I think they start reading super chats at 3:40ish. Yeah, so 3 hours and 40 minutes of the stream is just Boogie lying, nonstop. And at one point, Boogie leaves because he just can't. He's tired of being criticized.
Into doing it, and he's saying
Oh,
he's
right
gonna
here
quit
is the
the
part where he
internet,
talks to
quit
where
the
they talk
show,
to his
quit
girlfriend.
everything, and sell his house. The
How's
one
that song
you
go
live in.
again? I know
That
you're
makes no
lying because your
sense.
lips are moving.
Yeah, like
Is that a song?
No,
yeah, it is a song.
Apparently, yeah, Megan Trainor, is that it?
Can you blink twice if you can answer freely?
Yeah, and the entire stream's kind of jokey because she says that she has to stand by him regardless as to his decision. And Medicare goes, "Can you blink twice if you can answer safely?" It's like, yeah, because I don't know many people who would like. I don't really know anybody who would say that in this situation. That's not normal.
I mean, to be fair, considering all that's been going on, that's not that crazy of a fucking sentence to say.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really not.
I don't know. I don't really I don't really
It's
know.
like, are you safe?
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with him and
Blink
his
twice
girlfriend.
for no.
I try really, really hard to avoid criticizing that too much because, again, I don't really like when people bring like relationships into like stuff like this. But in this situation, it's kind of pertinent.
If you're an
because-
internet celebrity, it goes hand in hand. There's no fucking avoiding it.
Well, and the other problem is he chooses to put her on camera. Like he could choose not to do that. And the other, and again,
And she can choose not to go on camera.
Yeah, exactly. And the other big problem, this is what I have a problem with. You're gonna die in 20 years. She is going to be just barely in her 40s when you die. She still has an entire life she has to live without you. And you're not taking the $80,000 that could help get her life sorted for like the rest of her life after you're gone. Are you fucking kidding me? Like even like if he's not lying, that is shitty. That is stupid.
100%.
That is scummy. Like you should be setting your wife up for success if you actually give a shit about her. That's just kind of my opinion. Maybe that's an old-fashioned way of thinking, but that's kind of what I think.
No, it's shitty and it's honestly really fucking stupid because even if you're afraid of being called a sellout or a shill, it's like, motherfucker, I got 80 grand from
Well, and that's the
selling out
thing
and
is-
chilling out. What the fuck are you gonna do?
That's the problem with this entire thing is he was lying nonstop during the crypto thing too. At first he was like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm doing," yum, yum, yum. And then he just at the end he was like, "Yeah, I did it. Fuck you guys. I ripped off millionaires." It's like so you can't have it.
Rev.
You can't have it both ways, hi Rev. You can't have it both ways where you're like, "Oh, I'm poor
Welcome to the
innocent
shit
little
show.
Boogie. I don't know what I'm doing," and then in the same breath be like, "Yeah, fuck you. I ripped off crypto bros. Eat my asshole." Which, you know, ripping off crypto bros, pretty based. But at the same time, you know, you don't want to scam on your own community. You can't scam people, period. Whether or not they're crypto bros. It's still illegal. Like, you still can't do it. I hate crypto bros much the next person. But, like, legally, you cannot do that. It's just the way it is. So, and again, there's probably overlap between his audience and the people who bought the coin. Like, I guarantee there is.
Yeah, 100%.
So, like, it's full of shit. Like, he did scam his audience, 110%. There's no way around it. But, I don't know. It's a ridiculous situation. Medicare goes through and he asks everybody on the panel. He asked Wings, who's the other main lolcow on here, if you take the money. And Wings immediately went, speaking of money, thank you for the 5 gifted, Vegito. I'm a whore for a good gift sub.
We know.
But
5 in this case.
5 whores. But I don't know. He asked Wings, and Wings is like, yeah, I'd take the money. Fuck yeah, I would. Fuck the privacy, it's $85,000. And it's like, yeah, I kind of get that. And it's not even like your home address or anything. It's a fucking medical record that they're even saying that you can redact a lot of the information of.
Exactly. And it doesn't need to show it to the stream. It just needs to show it to a person that is in that call.
To Keemstar, who, by the way, if that leaked, would have the most to lose. Because
100%.
Keemstar runs Face Punch. And now, Wings made a good point here. Face Punch should have all of Boogie's medical records. Because he did the fucking, the boxing match. So if
so they would have to have done a physical, and they would have to have accurate current records, which would have had that on it.
Yep, exactly. And
if it was actually on his records.
Yeah, Wiggs says that, and that's kind of, I mean, that really is the end of it. If Keemstar finds those documents, that will confirm or deny it. But the problem is, I don't know how much they could actually say publicly, because again, of HIPAA laws and whatnot. But the general consensus across the entirety of the internet right now is Boogie's a big fat fucking liar, and his whale lard ass is supposedly traveling south into the fucking Antarctic and never returning. Supposedly.
Bye, Free Willy.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. I guarantee he's gonna be back on Tuesday. He's gonna be groveling and whining. I'm sure.
I give it a week.
Yeah, I don't give it that. I bet you he's gonna be. If he doesn't come back within the month, I will be shocked. I'll be fucking surprised. If he does disappear, I'll be disappointed because that'll be a lot of content that I enjoy watching gone. But it might be for the fucking best. I'll be real with him. I also say
all parties involved.
I like watching his content, but I hate him as a human. Like I genuinely hate him. He is like actual scum. So, and I don't hate very many people. Like, he is a fucking, he's a raw person. Free Willy, nah, bye-bye, Big Bertha. Dude, the fucking...
You heard a little Debbie? There's Big Deborah.
His gravitational pull is so immense, all the tides are gonna start heading in his direction. We're gonna lose, like, or we're gonna gain, like, 10 extra feet of land space.
Oh, God.
But yeah, no, it's a fucking crazy situation. I don't know what the fuck to make of it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It just seems like he's lying. That's all it seems like to me. So that's kind of my take on it. I thought it'd be a fun thing to record and make a video on. So there's.